talk about some attraction skills, as you remember already, I have said that it's not only the thing to learn how to become a good coach and practice coaching skills. But if you are talking about coaching business, how to build on this your own coaching business, it's very important to think about marketing, attracting your clients, selling your products, right? Your sessions, and all this stuff. If to talk about the coaching as a business and attraction skills, what here? We have a very nice picture here. So you could see that this field is divided for several parts. We have the contact here. It's mean like the contact with the client and sale, right? So when we are doing some selling process, and we have here active and passive sales, for example, and in the top we have like when seller initiates and when client initiates, right? And there is a difference because when, for example, the clients initiates, for me personally, it's more interesting to work with because later we could understand a deeper need of the client. It's not about the pressure for the client because they have some interest already in our product, right? And it's more natural. But sometimes we have, so this is more like passive from our side if you talk about the seller, right? And also it could be when a seller initiates and it will be more active also from the side of the seller. Let's just look on that in more concrete examples. So we have here like a B2B and B2C, right, directions. B2B, it means like business to business, and B2C, it's business to customer. And what's the difference here? So if we have like a B2C, business to customer, as for me, it's more better in passive sales, right? We have like more context in passive sales and how it works. First steps, it's like managing your social media, of course. To have this in a regular basis, maybe you will have the help from outside, maybe some marketer specialists, etc. So it's really important to manage it in your social media. Secondly, working with platforms or integrators, right? Like I already said, for example, you will be able to work with some coaching platforms like Coaching.up, our university, we have our platform Talzi.com, it names, or like BetterUp, in its American one, or like Coach Hub, its European one, etc., etc. There are a lot of platforms that already are on the market, so you could also choose this way for you. Third one, client referrals, right? When your clients will just share about their results already with their friends, with their colleagues, and these people will come to you later because they will have a good recommendations. It really works very well. And of course, any type of advertising and collaborations, because marketing and advertising is very important thing here to attract these clients if you talk about the individuals, right? And let's go next. So if we are talking about this B2B direction, it's more better, I suppose, in active sales, right? So let's just check in examples as well. So first of all, it could be like direct messages on social media, of course. Maybe on LinkedIn or somewhere else, which social media you will just use for your communications with your potential clients. And of course, it's about offline networking. It's not about only online, because in the era of online and technology, we are just used to see on this direction. But of course, that is an opportunity to go to some conferences, panel discussions, some meetings, maybe even parties, business meeting, and you could, of course, present yourself and make this networking offline, and it could really works well. So you could choose for yourself, right? What do you prefer? And what else I just want to add here, that in coaching, I just recommend you try to sell without selling, right? And for example, in Coaching Up, we could help you to learn how to do it. Why? Because when we are coaching, when we are selling sell without selling, it's more natural. As for me, it's less pressure on the client and less pressure on the seller. So us as a coaches, and it often works better. And what exactly I mean here? First of all, one recommendation here, to use what we sell, right? It's very important when we are talking about something, when the seller is talking about some product, it's important when they use this product, for example, right? Because in this case, they could explain the benefits even better from inside, not like just instructions of this product. And in coaching is the same. So I really recommend you, before you will become a professional coach, as well to be as a client of coaching, right? Just to find your personal professional coach for yourself, and work with this coach for several sessions, if to talk about your personal some goal that you just want to achieve, and you will see from your perspective as a client what this coaching could give you, which results you will gain at the end, and how that will influence your life generally. And later you could, of course, also share your own story, how this works for you, what it gives you, with which advantages you just have, etc. Right? So for example, to talk about me, during this 6 years that I have already regular in coaching profession, I have several times work with my personal coach. Even more, I just could even change my coach, because in some other aspects of my life or spheres or like goals, it will be needed some other approach. For example, in business goals, it was like business coach. In life goals, it was more life coach, right? So, and it's really very nice, because later, when even I was explaining my potential clients what coaching gives me and how this influence to my life, that it was more understandable and more clear for them to understand what the benefits are. So I really recommend you to find your personal coach as well, and to work with him, so you will be more familiar with how to explain it to your potential clients later. And develop self-worth, right? So like we already discussed with you, the price is very connected to your self-worth. So it doesn't matter what will be the price, of course, like $50 per hour or $100 per hour, because of course it's a process and it could always develop. So you could raise your price and every time, right? But for the beginning, it's really important to be very honest to yourself and to understand which value I could really bring during this 1 hour or like 45 minutes during our session. And if to be very honest with me, how I suppose this, how much does it cost, right? So, and if it will be like 40 euros or like $60 or $100 or maybe $1,000, why not, right? So it's really depends. And just remember that you could always develop it. So it's not like the points that you will just stop, for example, and it will be like for years, because it's about your business and you could always change it in the future, plus next values that you will bring. And storefront design, right? So also one of the mistake of the coaches, they do not present really what the clients will gain after the coaching journey, right? So what will be the result, what they could guarantee, etc. Of course, we said, and you maybe already heard that in coaching we do not guarantee the result, because if to talk about the accountability, the result is on the client, right? And the accountability of the process is on the coach. Okay, that's fine. But if to talk generally, what coaching could bring to your client, what you could offer, right? If to talk about for example, if you are an ICF coach, it's necessary to say about the guarantee, about confidentially for your client, because you are under the biggest federation and you are following the code of ethics, etc., right? So it's very important to be very concrete in your presentation skills, so what you really could offer to your clients and what they could really gain after your coaching journey together. And focus on the goal at every stage. It's also important if to talk about the sales, for example, we have several moments here in selling, and one of them at the very beginning, it could be this first contact with the client. For example, you are just texting with your potential client. So for example, the goal of this small point here will be to invite this client to the first meeting, this chemistry session, when we just have this first touch together. So we are talking in the video or offline. Generally, if to talk about the coaching, what the requests do they have, what they want to achieve, and just to get to know each other better, right? So the first goal here on this moment is just to move from the texting, for example, by via email or social media, to online or offline meeting, to getting to know each other and to understand if we have this chemical between us or not, right? So it's really important. But when you are already trying to sell on this texting, it could be not very good approach, because you will ask a lot of questions from your client. They will ask you more, and maybe even on this point you will just lose your client potential. So it's important to understand what is necessary to do in every point of the selling, because there are some goals there. And identifying needs, right? So it's important to understand in a deeper level why this client want to work on coaching, what they really need to work on, what is on this deeper level, what they are deeper need, right? So why is it important for them? Not only just they needed to gain some goal or to achieve some goal. No, after every goal we have some deeper need that clients want to close, right? So it's important to ask about it. And turning features into benefits. For example, when you're talking about it in coaching, you will not give any advices. So okay, it's maybe some features of the coaching. So you need to explain what will the client gain in opposite side. For example, I just explained, so yeah, I will not give you any advices during our coaching session, because in coaching we do not do counseling, because it's coaching. But thanks to that, I will ask you powerful, open questions. Thanks to them, you will understand inside yourself this answer and find this answer by yourself. And later, it will be your individual approach, your individual recipe, how you could overcome your obstacles, how you could achieve this goal, and how you could use your strengths, etc., etc. And this will only works for you, not for somebody else. Because if we talk about the advices, okay, that could be sometimes general, right? But in coaching, you just created these advices and these ideas about yourself, about your situation, and it really will works only for you, not for somebody else. And it's really nice because it's very individual here. And selling, then we are just trying to sell, to explain about all the benefits of the coaching. If you understand like the deeper level, this need of the client, so later you could if you understand the deeper need of the client, you could explain the benefits of the coaching, how they could help this need to close, right? And when you are selling this, it's important at the end to let go the client, maybe to think about, just to have some time, etc. Not just to push them to buy, even today in this moment, because in coaching it doesn't work like that. It's in a more deeper level. And it's hard to turn a regular seller into an outstanding one, right? But if we are talking about the coaching, for coach is a little bit easier because coaching skills are the most effective sales technology. If you are looking on the ICF core competencies, we have there like active listening, building trust, understand a goal, right? The contracting with our client, asking powerful questions, right? Etc. etc. And all this, if you will just look on this a little bit in details, you will understand this. All these things help to sell without selling, right? Because when we are very carefully listening to our client, when we are understanding a deeper need of our client, when our client is feeling more safe and really trust us as our future coach, that is really more easy for us to sell something, right? Because it's not like pushing and just to things that I will just give you something now and what you will gain later, but it's about this present and simple communication in this moment, and later the client could decide what they really want, if they feel good with this coach, and if they really want to continue and to go together to this coaching journey.